and we shall have a meaningful engagement with you. All interest and penalties, if there is any, you will not pay, or we shall not charge you. Okay, this financial year, we have a new law on board that is in our tax procedures code. We have a waiver of penalty and interest if somebody pays their principal tax as at 30th June this year. So as you are aware, we have our tax system and we have what we call a ledger. Ledger yo eraga emisolo gyo nga bw'agyegerekera bwe tubeera nga twakuteerayo ka assessment nako mwekali mulimu interest mulimu penalty. Government yasalawo nga lumu July this financial year at the beginning that omuntu yenna anasasula principal tax ye. Principal tax gwe musolo gwe wegerekedde oba omusolo URA gwe kugerekedde kasita ebyo ebibiri obisasula in full, interest ne penalty tugenda bijjawo. Naye waliwo timeline. There is a timeline we have given you to come to us. We show you your unpaid principal tax. We engage with you so that you pay that tax by 31st December this year. So that's another measure that we encourage you to benefit from. Yeah, please come to us. We are in the process of correcting our ledger, but currently our teams are being trained on how to calculate the correct principal tax so that you start paying. Yeah, as we are in the process of correcting and showing you the correct principal tax instantly, please come to the office. If they tell you that principal time is not on my side, but lastly, I needed to highlight something about Ogotuze Tuguchusa, year in, year out. There have been very many amendments over time. Yeah, and waliwo okubuusabuusa mu bantu. People are not comfortable. Eri local council ekusaba ground rent, bakusaba property tax, then you are enayeze ku sente zezimu eyagala rental income tax. We understand there is an outcry that we are trying to harmonize with our sister organizations. Those are the local authorities. But as per now, I just want to give you a difference between the three. Yeah, property tax, it is administered by our local authorities. Yeah, everybody that has a building in a certain locality, they are supposed to pay property tax to the local authority in that area. Kati ate waliwo kategori endala abantu abatayina bizimbe naye nga bayina we bakolera mu kifo kyekimu bayina we bakolera. Yeah, bobero oyina n'ekizimbe, there is also ground rent because ekyo ekizimbe kiyimiridde era mu kifo ekyo in the same locality. So that tax is remitted to the local authorities. It is not assessed or collected by URA. Yeah, the local governments have their own systems of collecting taxes, and they are able to collect those two categories of tax. On the other side, as URA, we collect rental income tax. Yeah, like I highlighted at the beginning, our rental income tax is divided into two. Tuina abantu Sekinomu nganze Irene Nasolo nga nine ekizimbe, am an individual. Nine ekizimbe kyange etteka ligamba omwaka bwe mba nsolooza mu ekyo ekizimbe $2,482,000 nina okusasula kye tuyita rental income tax. Nga rental income tax eyo tugibala mu ngeri eno, just to highlight for you. Tusooka ne tutoolako ssente ezo. Tusooka ne tutoolako ssente ezo $2,482,000. That is the threshold. For example, in a year, if I earn say 3 million, I'm going to benefit from that threshold. Ezo sente tetuzisolozaako musolo. So tujja kuddira miliyoni 3 tutooleko miliyoni 2,882. On the other side, we have companies. Yeah? Waliwo companies owning ebizimbe ezisolooza rental income. So ezo company tucalculatinga bwe tuti. Kwezo sente tugenda kuwaako ebitundu 5 ku buli 100 or 50% of the money that you have collected from your rentals, and we give it to you as allowable deductions. Yeah? Then the other 50 ezisigaddewo, we shall calculate tax at 30%. Ebitundu 3 ku buli 100. Yeah? So, ye nkola ya rental income tax. Yeah? Abantu sekinoomu abayina expenses. Omuntu ajja agamba ekizimbe kyange na painting dabapangisa, nakoze bwenti, nenkola bwenti. Ebyo byonna government esazeewo be considering by taxing you at a smaller rate, which is 10%. Sorry, total expenses that. So that's it from my presentation. Tubawadde obutabo obwo mubusome mubwekanye. Please go through those books that we have given you. There is very important information for you as tax education, but we encourage you, tubakubiriza mututuukirire. Weewaawo tulina bingi ebisobye. We have had a lot of enforcement measures. The other day, I had somebody come from Mukono to my office. I sit at the URA tower. Nangamba county yange baji blockinze nkoze ntya. Please tosirika. Tuyina engeri nnyingi gye tusobola okuyamba. We have what we call installment payment. Yeah? Tuyinza okuba nga tublockinze account yo because maybe account yo tin yo details eziriko za accountant mukadde. Tubadde tucommunicatinga tukunoonya tugiclosinze. Please come, we shall be able to unblock to benefit. That is section 40D of the Tax Procedures Code Act. Yeah, that section requires that if you pay all your principal tax at the 30th June 2023, penalties will be waived. Yeah, interest yo oyinza ozirabanga sente entono naye sente zibeera nnyingi. Osobola ozikolamu ekintu ekirala. Tutandika bupya on a clean note. So I wish to thank you very much, yeah, for honoring our invitation, for leaving your businesses to come here. I pray that we get as much feedback as possible from you during this engagement. Yeah, we might not exhaust everything, but we shall try as much as possible to listen to you. And where we have gone wrong, we apologize. Where our staff have gone wrong, we apologize. But please keep on engaging us. If you think something has been done that is not right, send a text message out on this journey of paying your taxes. I thank you and God bless you all.
Obugalo tebumala obw'omumbejja. Leero amawulire ge tulina gasanyu meereere. Obwo naye obugambo obw'emisolo era tebuyinza kubula mu kubanga y'ensonga eyatutonzaawo okubeera nti tugukuŋŋaanya mu bulungi tusobole okuba nga tukulaakulanya eggwanga lyaffe. Njagala mpite Moses Issa abirye ayongere abasunireko katono ku omutimbagano gwaffe omupya oba website. We are unveiling a new website. The website is intended to simplify work for you. Kubanga tukizudde nti oluusi website yaffe ebaddewo kati. Navigability of that website, okutambuza okulaba kiki oyagala okukolerako kubadde nga kuzibu muko. So ntusalawo mu nteekateeka eyo ey'okubeera nti twongera obuweereza bwaffe bugonzaamu. Bino byonna nno mbyogera nga mpita Issa abirye okujja atusunireko katono ku website yaffe gye tugenda okuta mu wiiki eno nga bwegenda okubeera ng'efaanana. What Irene has forgotten to tell you is about the WhatsApp number. We have a WhatsApp number for those of us who are tech savvy. The number is 0772 14 0000. 0772 14 0000. Enamba ya WhatsApp osobola okugiyitako naye n'obeera nga ekuyambako. Ate of course nkimanyi nti abali muno abatudde muno babbingwa b'emukono mu by'okusasula, naye ate muyinza okuba nga mulina ne bizinesi zammwe endala entonotono eyo, oba mulinayo ne barelatives abalina bizinesi entonotono, ate nammwe abalala musobola okweyambisa koodi yaffe *285#. Eyo koodi ekuyambako okola assessment naddala mu bizinesi entonotono, ate era n'ekuyambako bw'oba olina fayini ng'ezo obadde odduka emisinde poliisi n'ekukwata, bwe kunyweza n'ekkuba ekipapula, ekipapula kisasula, ogenda bugenzi ku *285# ku ssimu zonna oba osobola okusasula. Naye nga *285# eyo twasinga gikolera bano ab'obusimu obutono buno obw'amapeesa, kubanga bukuuma bulungi omuliro, ffenna tukimanyi, naye bantu baffe bangi nnyo ababeera nabwo. So *285# nayo nnamba eri awo esobola okuyambako mu kusasula emisolo. Ladies and gentlemen, our program still continues. I don't know if Moses is ready, but if he's not yet ready, we have the chairpersons of the business community.
I'm ready.
You are ready, sir?
Yes, please.
Mbadde manyi nti okyali na by'otiginnyula. Kale, Moses, please come over, otaanye otubuulire website yaffe empya efaanana etya n'abantu basobola giganyulwamu batya. Neyanziza nnyo.
Thank you very much, Robert. Dear guests, my name is Istabire Moses. A new website. A lot has been said, and on behalf of URA, we're introducing a number of initiatives to ensure that our service to you is better every other day. So one of the websites that we have been using that I believe some of us, or if not all, have been able to engage with. This is our current website, which we call the URA web portal. So URA has thought through that for so many years. We've accessed this portal and we have been receiving feedback from you about the pains you've been facing when interfacing with this website. One of the pains that we identified is that it is very congested. When you're visiting it for the first time, you can't find what you want to find because our core business as URA is to collect taxes. And amongst the obligations that you have, you need to pay your taxes, you need to file your returns, maybe you want to object. So this is what the new website is going to look like. It's because of the lighting, but it's less congested. It will show you the core services that you by going to the language options. So my job, I'm not going to teach you everything, but I'm going to take you through a brief tour about the website. So when it is launched and you open the ura.go.ug, you don't get lost and saying, where do I go to do this? Either to file my returns or whether I want to register for a TIN, I want here to understand. How many of us have looked at our ledger balances and have either got confused or got dissatisfied? They don't understand the reason why we have a certain amount of tax on our liabilities. So we are coming up with new ledgers which are going to help us to understand our actual tax position. We are going to launch on this very new website what we call the web forms. Many of us have interfaced with what we call the Excel forms. When you're filling a return for payers you earn, for rental, withholding tax, you're supposed to, or you're required to first download an Excel sheet. And many times we are facing errors when you're trying to upload. Sometimes it gives you many system errors. So we are getting into the era of using web forms. And we are beginning with the VAT form, the rental tax form, and then the provisional income tax forms. So on the website, we are able to access a menu up here, a menu bar. It has what we call the contact us. Contact us basically has the details about our contacts. You can access our telephone contacts. You can access our touch point. Our touch point means a site where you go to submit all OJ requests. You have a problem, you want to have information, you have maybe you're trying to file a return and you're not, the system is down, you can lodge a request through the touch point. It has services mail. Irene was telling us about our toll-free line. Toll-free line means you don't pay, you call for free. So our services mail is one of the access ways in which you can write to us any request. And the mails are services@ura.go.ug or info. If you want to know the location of our offices, you want to know, you've never been to Mukono, you're in Mukono for the first time, and you want to access our URA offices, you come and click under About Us, and then you come to our offices and you have Service Office Locator. So here we shall show you a map that indicates where exactly our offices. We have a list of offices here on the left. So any office you're looking for, that's Mukono, once you click on it, the Central Operations Office, it will show you on the map where the office is located. It will show you which building number, the plot number, the floor number. So we are able to identify where each of our offices across the whole country are located. Then we can, the site as for those who fail to access information, remember, some of us are registered for IFRIS. Some of us are registered for BWIMS, Bonded Warehouse Information System. Then we, management system. Then we have other services like DTS, Digital Tax Solution, where we all have to access other websites to access them. So we have one single login area where when you say login, you can now come and log on to. Previously, we were logging on to, if you go to the old web portal, you would come here and then log in here using the TIN and the password. On the new portal, but this is only for the TIN account, also our web portal account. But on the new portal, you come and use the same area to log into any of these things at the same time if you want. So I could come and log into my TIN account, and then they will ask me for a username and a password. So then we come down, here we have a search function. This time around on our new portal, you are able to search for content by merely entering what you want to find out. If you look for something called maybe TIN, you enter TIN, and the system will give you anything that you want regarding TIN. Once you click on it, it will take you where the TIN functionality is found. It has FAQs, that is frequently asked questions. Now these ones are going to change. The ones which are there are talking about the old web portal, because until we have developed this, which we are going to launch out, now after doing all the tests and we're ready to run it, we are now going to embed the new FAQs because the systems have changed. We are no longer going to say go to e-services, what, these ones are no longer there on the new portal. So we have language selection. We could actually change and say we want, for example, let me use an example of maybe Luganda. I could change to Luganda, and then the portal will change to, all the content will be in Luganda. Have I changed? Yes. So we are able to translate or convert language to so many languages across the world for our website. Then let me go back to English. So now on our website, we have provided for services. How do you have visibility over the whole of URA as a client? You may be requiring something to do with domestic taxes. As clients, we don't usually want to know whether you're in domestic taxes or customs, but when you've predominantly been transacting with us, you'll probably be conversant with the services provided by domestic taxes, which will shortly form called DT. So domestic taxes, if you hover your mouse over it, you'll see the services which have been put up the front, including get a TIN, that's TIN registration, file a return, make a payment, whistleblow. Sometimes you have an issue. Maybe you're finding that there is tax evasion. You want to report. Your neighbor is probably smuggling things, and you know he's not paying taxes, and you're doing the same business, and he's going to have an advantage over you. You need to report that. So you come in here and whistleblow. Or there is a staff asking you for a bribe in order to facilitate for something that he should be doing for free. Someone is saying, to apply for a tin, pay 100,000 shillings. That is not ethical and is not acceptable in the institution of URA because of the zero tolerance policy to corruption. So you can come in here and submit IFRIS, DTS, get a refund, tax incentives, motor vehicle, so tax clearance certificate. Let me give an example of get a tin. If I want to apply for a tin, I click on get a tin, and the first thing we do is we have put for you options related to getting a tin. If I would enlarge this for better visibility, we have instant tin application, and the instant tin application, the individuals here who may not have, I want a tin, and a tin is a free service. It's not charged any money for you to receive it. So a tin is a taxpayer identification number. A taxpayer identification number, the way you have an account in the bank, which is your unique identifier as the account holder. So what we did is that at the beginning we shall provide you with information about the service you're looking for, and then at the bottom we shall give you a button for you to go ahead to do what you want to do. So we come to apply for an instant tin, and we have actually developed a new form for the instant tin. It's different from if you've used it before, you're going to find a different one, but the same implementation. I'm not going to go through the whole process. I'm just doing a tour so that I can give an opportunity to other speakers to present and give mainly an opportunity to our guests to give us feedback. So going back to the home page, to go back to the home page, in case you don't want to know to navigate, you just click on the URL logo up here. It will take you back to the home page. So if you want to know something about customs, sorry, it looks like network is breaking. If you want to know something about customs, we called it import and export. So in here, there is majorly information about the things that you may need to know about laws, guidelines, court rulings of past cases in case you need to just get to learn and get information, you get there. Tax education. When you come to tax education, you want to learn something about farming, about manufacturing. We have segmented these into sectors: wholesale and retail, entertainment, education. You can come and access a lot of information based on those other small segments. Opportunities is what URA offers in terms of jobs and recruitment, or things to do with careers, learning, auctions, tenders. So you come, if it's careers, you click here. So when you see websites advertising that URA is offering jobs, and it's not on our website, most likely or likely that one is a fraud. Don't be convinced or deceived when you find things on other websites not posted on our website about opportunities. Those things are actually, even right now, something is running around in somewhere on some website. So we have researches and publications. This is where you find a lot of information about our research lab, about information on reports, performance. In the past, some people are researchers, some people are students. You want to get information about URA, you come and access it through here. Then we come to this one where you find a man seated on a wheelchair. Is something that enhances the use of the website. There are people that read big text, or there are those that want to read small text. So once you click on it here, it will give you either to increase the text size. Once you keep clicking, it will keep on increasing the text or the size of the content on the website. If you want to decrease, you click on the decrease. If you want grayscale, it will change grayscale. Negative contrast, it does that. If you want to cancel, you do reset, and then you click on it again for the window to disappear. So these services of make a payment, get a tin, file a return are all put at the front. Now, when you access a service that requires you to log in, then they will prompt you to go to the login. It's not like in the previous portal whereby I had to first log in for me to do the return. I might need to go to returns just to learn, but not to file a return. So that's what we put on the new portal. These services at the forefront, so you can click on them, and then you can probably learn about what a return is. Then we've actually added things like like if you go to make a payment, there are a number of things which have changed in the payment module. If you click on make a payment, there are print payment slip, pay with Visa or MasterCard, reactivate expired PRN. Some of us have got PRNs and they told you that they are expired. So you have to walk to the nearest URA office to get a new one. But you come here and do what they used to call on the old portal payment registration. So regeneration, sorry. So now here you come and they call it reactivate expired PRN. We've tried to use language that you can easily identify with. So you come and click here to register a payment, and you'll see that a number of things have changed when you come to the payment module. When you select, for example, we have options that have changed, like we have the business number, taxpayer name, district, and what. Then the payments are going to be related to either an assessment. You're either paying in respect of a return. You're going to say, I'm paying. You know, those days you just register payment, and then you come to URA. You paid you have a liability maybe of 2 million, and you paid a return of 500,000 shillings. So you go and pay for that return. When you come to URA, well, you know you paid for the return, but then URA tells you had a liability, so we've knocked off the liability. So here we are saying that you can even tell us that I'm paying in respect of a return, and then we'll even ask you for what period and what tax head. Or I'm paying in respect of an assessment. Or I'm paying in respect of an audit. Some of us have been audited, and you're making a payment in respect of an audit result. Maybe there is an assessment arising out of an audit. And then we have payment interest on your tax liability, which has accrued up to 30th June of 2023. As long as, or provided, you pay your principal tax before 31st December 2023. I don't know if anyone has not understood that. If you have a liability of tax, which was as at 30th June 2023, and you choose to pay all the principal tax on that amount, you'll be given a waiver of all the penalty and the interest as long as you pay before 31st December 2023. So some of us may actually want to take advantage of that provision, and you want to make a payment so that you can enjoy the waiver. So you come and click on payment on account. You click here. So that one, now you'll be able to access your ledger to show you the actual balance that you have. And you know that once I've paid the principal tax, whether I've paid a proportion of it, I'll be entitled to the proportion of the interest and penalty on what I have paid. They will waive it from you. In the interim, our team is working on simplifying those ledgers, so we will not be accessing them. However, you're welcome to any of our offices. You can write us an email, and you attach a letter, handwritten or typed, and signed off, addressed to the manager, debt management unit. For those of us who are interested, write a letter. You can hand deliver it to any of our offices. You can write an email, attach that letter. You can access our touch point, or you can walk to any office and ask to know your actual position before you pay if you need to clarify. Then the other issue is that we are able to choose an agent here. When you click on choose an agent, you're going to be able to first even see the list. You know, sometimes we want to appoint clearing agents, or you want to appoint tax agents for domestic taxes purposes, but you don't know whether these people have been licensed to operate. So you come here, and under you have licensed customs agents. You'll find the list of customs agents here. Then under here you find licensed DT agents. Those ones are licensed by domestic taxes to represent you in managing your tax affairs. And the rest until WHT for VAT. So this is the list of people that have been authorized to do what? To represent you, either customs or domestic taxes, on domestic taxes related business. Then you can go ahead and apply to appoint an agent, knowing that the person you're going to appoint is appearing on that list. We are together? Yes. So then you can come, and if you want to know this application to make it much user-friendly, but you can come and compute your tax by clicking on the compute tax calculator. And here you can compute taxes on the motor vehicle. You can compute taxes on your pay as you earn. How much do I pay if I'm earning ₦1,000,000 shillings? You come and use it, and you enter, maybe I'm earning 1,000,000 shillings, like that, and you define that you're resident or non-resident, and then you calculate. It should be able to show you that you're paying 2,000 shillings, or you can actually come and estimate for rental tax. If I'm earning rental income from a property I'm letting out, how much rental tax do I pay? So you can actually come also and enter the amount, and that is the annual rental income, but it's computing from the period of July 2022 upward. Anything which is below that, it is not applicable, because the law changed that it allows you the threshold and then gives you 12%. So then you can also know how much advanced motor vehicle income tax do I pay. So the calculator does 4 things for you, and it's an enhancement. Then we have exchange rate. Sometimes you're importing, and you know, because URA will use exchange rate not for the bank, but for URA. URA is not using this rate to its advantage, but it's a fair rate that is applicable, and it's sent out either monthly or daily based on the tax type. So you can come here and access the exchange rate. And then here we have something called chat with us. Before you come to chat with us, we have what we call useful links. We have the same contacts that you can access on below our main page. You find these things: emails, WhatsApp number, which has been given to you. Useful links. Sometimes we need to know things about the ministries, people that we relate with in our business, but not necessarily URA. Then here we can know our channels. You can come and chat on WhatsApp. If you have what's not on what I would do, if I were maybe on a phone, it will directly take me to the WhatsApp and be able to send a message. We send a message called "just say hi," and you enter or you just send. And then they'll send you a menu of the things that this system can do for you. I don't know why it's not working now. Okay, let me just proceed, but let me use this one, quickly. Apologies for that. Not responding, maybe there's network problem. Yeah, however, in a nutshell, that is what I can present to us. But like very easy, it captures the information. If you're on IFRS, you'll find the IFRS information already captured in the return. So you don't have to capture in IFRS and then transfer to the return like you used to do. So you can easily find your return and just go ahead and submit with the information there if there is nothing else to add or to change. So I want to appreciate you all. If time allows, if I'm able to be called back, we shall review a few of these other things. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Moses. Of course, many of us have bought smartphones before. Most of the time, we don't even read the user manual. We actually just go and begin practicing. The English people say practice makes perfect. So once this portal is rolled out, kindly practice. The other thing I need to let you know is that you do not need, yes, we shall have some engagements, but once you're willing, once you open your heart to appreciate and learn, this thing will be very easy. I find it very exciting because it can even translate into other languages. To me, that is a very good thing. It will enable you to actually feel things that you understand correctly. So thank you so much, Moses. We are really time bad because we kind of started late. But allow me invite, we have the chairperson of the business community in Mukono, but we also have a chairperson for the Uganda Small Scale Industries Association. Mukono is now becoming a predominantly industrial area. And remember, URA taps into the potential of other associations, and we have signed a lot of memorandum of understanding with them just to make sure that we are with you and we appreciate and understand you. So we shall have the chairman of Mukono Business Association give his few remarks, and then we shall have the other chairman of the Uganda Small Scale Industries Association also give their remarks. So allow me to invite the first, and then the second will also come in after this has made his remarks.
Thank you very much, the organizer of this function. Sebo Vika, omugenyi waffe omukulu, Commissioner, URA, ne Madamu Teacher, nze nkutumye Madamu Teacher kuba gwe otusomesa. Business people abali wano, bana business mwenna mu sekita ez'enjawulo, tubaaniriza okujja mu Baraza eno olwaleero. Erinnya nze Lukwago Vincent, nga nze ssentebe w'abasuubuzi mu kibuga Mukono Municipality. Omukulu ono ye mumyuka wange, Mia Yusuf, nga tuli wano ku lw'abasuubuzi mu kibuga kyaffe Mukono, ate n'okubaako bye tutuusa gye muli, olw'okuba nti bwe buvunaanyizibwa obutukakatako. Amawulire gaatutuuseeko mu kiseera si kinene, naye twagezezaako okutegeeza abasuubuzi. Ate nammwe abasobodde okujja, nsaba mwekubire mu ngalo kubanga okumanya ge magezi. Sebo Commissioner, ngenda kutuukira ku nsonga olw'obudde. Abasuubuzi naye balina ebibanyiga ebiwerako. Nja kutandikira ku kyatiini namba. Madamu ono akisomesezzaako oba atuyigirizaako. Abantu abasinga baafuna tiini namba ng'oli abadde alina ka bizinesi k'agenda okukola, oba kukyusa amannya ga kapikipiki oba mmotoka oba ekintu kyonna ky'aba atandise. Naye abamu tebaamanya nti bw'afuna tiini namba n'amala okukola ekyo, alina okuddayo ategeeze URA nti namaze okukyusa emmotoka, sina bizinesi ndala ekola ki, eyingiza ssente. Bangi bafunye messages nga babawadde assessment ku message nti obangi bw'obukadde 18, obangi bw'obukadde 3, obangi bw'obukadde bwe buti. Bangi abali mu kategori eyo, era bw'onooba